Hi, you guys. So I wanted to come on and touch on this case. This story's kind of been out here. I was going to do a video on it in the beginning when it first happened around Memorial Day. But the little girl, and of course, because she is a minor, her name is not available. She pulled out a gun from her mother's purse and fired it at the person that her mother was in an altercation with. And it's stating that she is going to be charged for that crime. It says she's facing second degree murder charges. Um, and we were waiting well, people were waiting to see if they were actually charge her. Number one, this is not the first time that she's actually taken someone's life. When she was 6 years old, she stabbed another 6 year old child um, to death. And so there's clearly something going on there. And I'm not really sure if the court system ordered her to counseling when she was 6 years old. And that's, one of the conversations that out here, people are kind of wondering, well, how did she get to this point? But I also feel like there is probably a level of encouragement from the mother. Like, we have to remember this is the mindset of a 10-year-old. The fact that she would even think that that was a situation worthy of her pulling out a weapon on this woman lets you know that her aggression and anger levels is somewhere, just beyond where they should be. And she shouldn't even be in these conversations, right, between two women. To my understanding, her mother was intoxicated and she actually hit the other lady first. This took place in Orlando around Memorial Day, and the mother was arrested as well. And she is going to be charged with um, child endangerment and some other things and they're probably going to change her charges as well as because I feel like the mother is more at fault for this. Like, some of the witnesses were saying she should have sent the child inside if she felt like it was something she had to address with this other woman. Why she was addressing her, I don't know. Um, but like I always say, when people have these firearms, they tend to be a little bit more aggressive in the way they handle people. Now, if you haven't paid attention to that, I'm sure you have. But if you haven't, please start paying attention to that, because when people have these firearms, they tend to get a little bit more aggressive in the way they handle situations, and it can be something extremely small. Um, and so I feel like the mother, to me, this is just my opinion. You guys are more than welcome to let me know your opinion on the entire conversation. I feel like the mother is a little bit more responsible than the daughter, because she should not have even told her daughter that she had a firearm. Her daughter should not have known that it was in her purse. She should not have given the purse to her daughter, and she definitely should not encourage. She should not have been encouraging violence as an answer in a disagreement. Right? I feel like we don't even know what the argument was over, but I'm sure it was something petty. And to my understanding, the ladies knew each other in passing, but they were obviously not friends. And like I said, it's been reported that the mother of the little girl was intoxicated. And so she, was on 20, and then she hit the lady, and that's what sparked the fight. I don't think that as a 10-year-old, you can really think that situation through to say, okay, my mother started this. This is, if I do something to this lady, this is not self defense. This is not self defense. When you go and you create a situation, an altercation, and there are witnesses to the situation, you go and create the situation, and now you want to scream self defense. I don't see how that's self defense when you're out walking through life picking on people, and then you want to pull out a firearm and take the person's life if they defend themselves. Um, So I personally, this is just my opinion. I do hope the mother gets charged as well. Um, Even though she didn't pull the trigger, she's clearly responsible for her child doing that. To me, that's my opinion on the matter. You guys can let me know how you feel about it in the comments if you are familiar with the story. I'm gonna let you guys listen to some of what the media had to say.
Developing in less than hour and a half rather, a 10-year-old girl accused of shooting a woman to death is set to face a judge. News 6's Ezzy Castro has the latest on the case and the charges police are recommending.
Orlando police are asking for a second-degree murder charge against the 10-year-old girl who they say shot and killed a woman last week. But the state attorney says she wants to do a full review of the case before pressing any charges. Orlando police arresting the 10-year-old they say used her mother's gun to shoot 41-year-old LaShawn Rogers. The fatal shooting happened on May 30th at the Jernigan Gardens apartments. Investigators say Rogers and the child's mother, Lucretia Isaac, were fighting when the girl grabbed a gun from Isaac's bag and opened fire, hitting Rogers in the head twice. Isaac was arrested and is currently at the Orange County Jail facing several charges, including manslaughter and child neglect. As for the 10-year-old, she was moved from DCF custody to the Juvenile Justice Center. State Attorney Monique Worrell issued a statement yesterday following the child's arrest, which reads in part, "We anticipate that whatever charges we eventually file, if any, will ensure she receives the interventions necessary to address her behavior, help her change and grow, and ensure the public's safety going forward. We encourage the public to remember, no matter your feelings surrounding this tragedy, this is still a child." We're told the 10-year-old girl is set to face a judge at 1:30 this afternoon. We're going to keep you updated on this story here on News 6 and ClickOrlando.com. In Orlando, Ezzy Castro, get results.
A 10-year-old girl accused of shooting a woman to death is set to face a judge. News 6's Ezzy Castro.
So she went to court this morning, and they are going to charge her based on the witnesses, and like I said, and then they're saying that she shot this lady in the head. Um, so yeah, we have to remember that she is a child, but we also have to remember that a life was taken, and that lady's family, is grieving through. They have to grieve through this, and I don't think that. Yeah, it's all sad to me. I think the mother definitely should take responsibility for the situation, but the little girl needs help. She definitely needs help because her mindset is simply not in the right place. And then, when she is old enough to really understand what she's done to not one but two people, um, that has to, they have. It's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of work to me. Um, because her mindset can go in either way. It can either take her into a situation where she feels like, okay, I'm just going to go out here and do more, right? Or maybe it could take her in a different situation where she could have a lot of emotional issues, a lot of trauma behind it, um, and just down some other roads as well, with her not really being able to really focus on life. So it's sad. It's sad to see somebody put their child in that situation. And I do agree with some of the people that witnesses that were saying she should have sent the little girl inside anyway. Like I said, if she had to walk her in or whatever. But if you felt like that was a situation that you wanted to handle, then let that be on you as an adult. Like, you don't bring your child into a situation like that, um, and expect her to really grasp what's going on and the severity of it. Like, if it's not serious enough for you to pull out a weapon and do that to someone, right? Um, anyway, let me know what you guys think about this story in the comments. How do you feel about hearing that they are going to charge her? I don't think they're going to charge her as an adult because they didn't say that, but they are saying they want to keep in mind that she is a child and to give her the things that she needs to, if and when she goes back out into life, that she can handle it. Because Because like I said, she can go in one or the other direction, right? And then we could be hearing stories about her again. Um, I don't know, because it could be some mental issues there as well that need to get addressed. And it's possible that the mother wasn't addressing those issues, and she wasn't addressing them for probably some obvious reasons. Because I feel like the witnesses are saying that the mother gave the daughter the bag kind of knowing that the weapon was in there. So it sounds like she may have pushed the daughter to do it. That's the way they're telling it. I don't know. I wasn't there. But then the witnesses are also saying that they can hear the little girl saying, she should not have messed with my mother. But the mother was the one who hit the lady first. So the lady was defending herself, if anything, right? But a 10-year-old can't make that decision, and probably in their own mind, of what's going on, what's right and what's wrong. And that the fact that her mother can be wrong in life. She can be wrong in some of her decisions in this life. Everything just because she's your mother doesn't mean everything she's doing is right. And should be supported in a way in which you feel the need to take someone's life. Let me know what you guys think about the story in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.